Hey, that's my dude.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
This is Madre Harper. Am I pronouncing that right?
How you pronouncing it right, Madre?
Cool. So I'm here with Raiders UDFA Madre Harper, cornerback from Southern Illinois. So you and I, we both live in Dallas, so I got to get you to the studio.
You got to get me in the studio ASAP.
ASAP. Okay, so as soon as
I want the green screen to hold everything.
Okay, I mean, right now I'm at my home, so I don't know if you know, I live really close to Deep Ellum. So,
you're like 15 minutes away from me. I'm right here by Six Flags.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. I was actually just kind of near there a little bit earlier today, but that's where I got a little bit sunburned. I was outside trying to get a tan on, and it didn't work. So the way this is going to work, Madre, is if you want to, introduce yourself, maybe tell people where they can find you, what to do, and then I'm going to personally invite you if you want to come into the studio once this whole, situation with the world ends. Please come on the show, and we'll have a good time.
Most definitely. So, yeah, Madre Harper from Arlington, Texas, born and raised. You can follow me on Instagram, GG Shaka on top, or Twitter, R Shaka on top. But, yeah, been playing football since I was like 5 years old. It's kind of always been my love, always been my thing. And, I've been training at this my whole entire life. So, I'm just excited to have this opportunity, really.
I know you and I were DMing, and I kind of said, man, I don't know if I like Madre's tape. I think the athletics, it's there, man. I can see it. You can see it. But then you told me, you're like, man, like it was just a run heavy conference. I mean, are you more of a cover corner? What kind of corner do you classify yourself as?
I'm a heavy man press, bump and run corner. I came from Oklahoma State, so I came from the Big 12 where it's a pro style offense. A lot of air and out, a lot of plays. Playing against people like Pat Mahomes and playing against Baker Mayfield, so a lot of snaps, high tempo. Go to Missouri Valley, the technique's a little different, so I wasn't able to make as many, coverage plays, but I had to make a lot more tackles. I ended up with like 46, 50 tackles, like 12, 13 PBUs. So, it's just a different style of technique, obviously based on the coaching and what everybody thinks of. Like you said, I feel like, me going to the Raiders, I'm going to get a whole different technique, and they're going to put me in the best possible position, to make best plays.
When I watch some of your film, I think there's a lot of things obviously you can't teach. So for me, I would probably run like a 4.9 40, so I might be able to beat you in a race, you know what I mean? But I saw you and I saw some people saying, you go out, you run a 4.41 40. You think that's going to be you think that's around your time, 4.41?
Yes, sir. Most definitely. That is my time. Yeah.
Okay. And then I also saw, which I think this is actually more impressive than the 40, a 6.883 cone drill, which I really think is something that I personally look at for athletic ability, especially for somebody your size at 6'2", 200. Am I getting that?
So, yes, sir. You're correct. Yeah.
Sir. Also, man, my name is Mitch. You do not have to call me sir.
My fault. I'm from Texas. That Southern hospitality is, how it is.
I love it, though. I think it's funny. When I first moved down here to Dallas, the amount of people that were, calling me sir, and I'm like, man, this is crazy. So, hey, man, I'll always appreciate it. But again, we're going to keep things real. We're going to ask some questions. And again, if there's anything where you're like, hey, man, I don't know if I want to answer that, you can be real with me because that's how it's going to be. And then I'll go through my 10 questions or 10 minutes of questions, and then we're just going to open it up to them. So I already see somebody typing Shaka the GOAT.
You know what I'm saying? Shaka, we big time.
Okay, so I'm curious. Who do you model your game after?
So for me, growing up, being like a taller corner, like me growing up, there wasn't like a lot of like tall DBs back in the day. It's kind of like shorter dudes. So like when I seen Richard Sherman, that was like who I was always looking at his IQ, the way he tackled, just the way that he approached the game of football. Now I feel like I'm faster than him, but that's my dog. So just looking at him, and then obviously like that dog mentality, kind of like Jalen Ramsey, and then looking at the technique side of it, like a Stephon Gilmore. So those are like the three dudes who I was really looking at. But obviously, I have my own style, my own things to the game, but those are kind of dudes who I've seen kind of like my frame and my build and how they make plays on the field.
Well, if you turn out to be a Stephon Gilmore, a Jalen Ramsey, a Richard Sherman, all I ask is that you remember some weird, white guy with a halfway decent beard doing an Instagram live, and that you invite me to some games because
most definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Hey,
I got you.
I'm going to be going to a whole bunch of games this year, so we always represent. And, on my show, the Raiders Report, anytime I say something's for Chucky heads, it means it's like 100%. So I appreciate that 100% realness. I went back and I watched some of your old interviews as well. So I saw that you said that you should have had more than 2 interceptions. Why didn't you have more than 2 interceptions?
Some of the plays either just dropped the ball. Honestly, I just dropped it. I ain't gonna
That's
lie
what I
to
was
you. I
looking
dropped
for.
the ball. I dropped the ball. That was on me. Either losing focus or just just didn't get my hands up quick enough. Stuff like that. I should have had more though. That's on me though. And to me, that's money lost. So I got to keep working on my hands and making sure when he's the moment, you got to catch him.
I know. I saw another interview you did where you said that rent comes every single day and you're going to make sure it's paid. So
I'm going to make sure it's paid.
I like that mentality. So which current Raiders player are you most excited to match up against? And I mean that from like a wide receiver, tight end standpoint.
Okay, so I guess I want to cover Henry. Obviously, he's the top dog, so I want to cover him. I'm never going to back down from anybody, but I just want to see what that speed is like. And then another person, Tyrell Williams, is a good player. Been in the league for a minute, makes a lot of plays. So that'd be 2 dudes that I'd be looking forward just to covering.
I think they're 2 very different receivers. Obviously, you can't teach the speed with Ruggs, but I personally would be interested to see a player like you who was a little bit bigger, who's physical, and how Henry would be able to match up against you. And then Tyrell, I think, would be interesting. But I think when I see the Raiders defense, when I see how, a player like yourself, who I do see the raw athletic ability there, how you'd be able to cover a tight end, maybe like a Travis Kelce. So I can't wait to see how you're going to be able to cover Darren, because I don't think they make many people in the world like Darren Waller. And at 6'6", a man that can move like that, if you can lock down
it's dangerous.
Darren, I can't even imagine. And in fact, I'm glad I'm not you, because I don't want to be the person to have to cover Darren Waller. So,
hey, man, you got to be solid in your technique. And, just try to make a play. But, like you say, he's a big guy. He's going to try to body you. He's going to try to push off. He's got to try to, block you. So those things you have to just look out for.
So the one thing that I always wish that people would do at the Olympics, Madre, is people don't understand how athletic that I think people at the Olympics are, because they're all Olympians. So I want to ask you, will you go to a track with me, and will you do an NFL combine with me, side by side with me, just so people can actually see how athletic you are?
I'm down. I can run anytime. I ran track. So, I ran track my whole life. I could have went to college to run track. And then,
what I'm saying is,
I'm down for it.
I'm saying, side by side, we'll get, somebody from our team to film us doing a 40-yard dash, just to see, how much of a difference it is. I want to do a cone drill. I want to do, I'll even run routes against you. And if you want to tackle me one time, hey, if I can put it on the show, I'm all for it.
Hey, I'm down for it. Hey, I'm down for all competing. So, I'm down for it. It's all good.
Okay. The only thing I ask, so if we're going to do a race, I at least need 20-yard head start.
You could get a 5-yard head start.
5 yards.
You better make it worth it.
Dude, I used to play college baseball, and we used to run a lot, but man, I'm not a sprinter. Madre, look at me. I'm not a fast guy.
I really can't do the long distance. I can run, but the 400 is kind of like my peak. So that's kind of like my peak.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so obviously you told me, a very run-heavy conference you're coming from. You're one-on-one with Josh Jacobs. Are you making the tackle in open field?
Open field, most definitely. What you mean? Gator roll. Get them legs, squeeze for dear life, and hang on.
So it's you and Josh. He's coming through. He's got a full head of steam.
Hey, I'm gonna have to make it. Hey, I'm not gonna. I'm from Texas. Okay, I'm from Texas.
You hear that, Josh?
We not gonna back down from nobody. And if he hit me, he run me over. At least I stuck my head in there, and I try to make a play. That's how I see it. I'd rather do that than me just get out the way, because that's weak.
Okay, I respect that. So obviously I just had Dominic come on, and he was the kicker. Do you think you can kick a ball farther than Dominic?
No, not at all. I could. 10, 20 yards. I could probably toe kick it in.
All right, we'll get you in there.
Yeah, other than that, that kicking ain't for me. That's a real skill. People don't understand how hard it is to kick, and their foot placement and all the measurables with the laces and the handling. It's a lot to it than people think.
Oh, hey, I could not agree with you. I told him I think it's literally probably the most unappreciated position in all of sports, because it's you're getting the focus. But it's good to know if we're 4th and 1, 4th and 2, we bring a fake field goal on. We got Madre back there. You can run it. You can pass it.
If you don't understand, kickers be the coolest dudes. I was always good friends with all my kickers at Oklahoma State and SIU. I still talk to them now. Kickers be the coolest dudes. And honestly, they work really hard. I don't think people understand how much kickers work. and how much they work in the weight room and stretch and everything. And to me, they're one of the hardest working people on the team. People just don't notice them because they're not scoring all the touchdowns or doing anything. But kickers work really hard. So y'all should know that.
I think it's funny. I compared kickers' workouts. I do a lot of leg workouts, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, man. I hate working out my legs, but there's always that one girl in the gym. That's all I see her doing is booty workouts and leg workouts. So I give them a lot of credit for the leg gains. So
right.
Okay, we'll get back on track here. What do you think that you honestly need to do to make this Raiders final 55-man roster?
I mean, to me, just going out there, being solid in my technique, giving a lot of effort, and being at the right place at the right time, whether it's meetings, treatment, or just, staying out, keep my nose clean. Because I feel confident in my ability that I'm going to make the team, and I feel like my skills can be used. And I like playing special teams anyway, so I want to play special teams, and I want to be good at that. And so those factors, I feel like that would be pretty good for me to make the team. And just them seeing my ability and everything, I think I have a really good shot.
That's what's up. Okay, so how did the call go when they were like, hey, Madre, man, we want you to be a member of the Raiders? Who made the call? And, can you guys give me a breakdown of how it went?
Yeah, so basically, they were calling me through the draft. So they're, saying, we didn't have any more picks. We're going to try to get you, but we want you to sign with us. I'm just a free agent if you don't get picked up. Because, I was projected to get drafted, so they wasn't sure. And it was Coach O'Neal who was calling me just to make, see if everything was going to go through because they weren't sure if I'm going to get drafted or not. And obviously it didn't end up working that way, but that's okay. And Coach O'Neal made the call, and he was really adamant about getting me, and he really wanted me. And he was like, hey, you come here. I mean, I'm going to treat you great. You're going to have a great career, and, you're going to make this ball club. So that's kind of how it went.
That's awesome. I know when I made my video of the 8 UDFAs that the Raiders, went out and signed, I messaged you and I said, obviously we talked about the film. We had some jokes here and there. And then, I was like, if there was a guy, and I said it to you, the one person who I was very, very surprised didn't get drafted was you because, again, sure, the film's not, I think, what a lot of people desire to see because they see this unbelievable freak athlete. And, but the upside's there, the ceiling's there. And I think, under some good coaching and under the right toolage of some other players, I think, there's going to be a lot of upside there. And, like I said, I wish you nothing but the best. So this will be my last question, and then I'm going to open it up to everyone who's kind of watching. So are you going to make the Raiders' final 55-man roster?
100%.
Okay. So again,
100%.
if something's 100%, I just want to hear you say it.
Yeah, 100%. Most definitely. I'm gonna make the roster. I have
I want you to say this. Mind. What's on my shirt?
What's on your shirt? Hold on. It's loading. Oh, crap.
So if something's 100% on the Raiders report, you say 4 Chucky heads, believe it, baby.
4 Chucky heads, believe it, baby. Okay, now I like that. I like that.
What's up. So I based my show off rumors, news, and we Gruden. He's got the Chucky. So I think something's 100% going to happen. Everyone just starts, chanting, believe it, baby, 4 Chucky heads. So I'm going to open up now to anyone else who wants to ask Madre some questions. And then, like I said before, if you want to come on the show, we normally we're getting about 2 million views a month right now. So I would love to be able to have you come on.
Down. And we're in Dallas. Come on, now we right here at the crib. Okay. I definitely got to come on the show, and we're going to kill it. And it's going to be your best show yet. I promise.
Okay. What NFL receiver are you most excited to go up against?
D-Hop, honestly, just because I like the way he plays. I like the way he approaches the game and how he gets physical with the DBs. A lot of receivers either try to run away for you or, try to, juke you out, which, I mean, he got that. Don't get me wrong. But he's a dude that seeing him and Jalen Ramsey battle it out all the time. Like, to me, that's just great competition. So I would want to go against somebody like him.
D-Hop. Well, I wish you the best against DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, most definitely. Hey, he's a hard person to cover. But I like to compete. And, I mean, he competes with the DBs and gets physical. So I like that.
Okay, I respect that. What was your favorite college football moment? That one's from King.
My favorite moment was, so Oklahoma State, my freshman year, my first college game ever, I scored. I was on punt, burned the dude fumbled the ball, picked it up and scored. And I didn't really know I was in the end zone because I dove on it. And, just looking up and seeing, all the orange and then everybody screaming, I was like, wow, I just really scored my first ever play of college football. So I'll never forget that.
That's awesome. Our producer, his name's Dylan. He is a diehard Oklahoma State fan. So if you come in there, I guarantee you he's going to be giving you, the post. So,
for sure. I mean, those still my dogs. I got mad love for Oklahoma State. I still talk to a lot of the dudes. So, I mean, still my school.
Okay. Who's the first quarterback that you want to pick off?
The first quarterback. So it'd either be Pat Mahomes or Baker, just because we played in the same conference. But like one of my like high goals, if I can get there really soon, is picking off Tom Brady, because Tom Brady the GOAT. And he doesn't throw a lot of picks. So picking him off is just like, that's just something that's legendary.
So I am a believer that the Raiders' first game this year is going to be against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I just think it's like that's how it's going to happen.
Let's make it work.
How about this? Do you think Tom Brady fumbled it? The tuck rule. Do you think he fumbled?
I don't think he fumbled, just because I don't know.
Madre, you're killing me.
I don't think he fumbled. But I'm a Tom Brady fan. I got to ride with the GOAT now. But, I mean, it can be 50-50 however you look at it, honestly.
Oh, man. So what I say, if something is 100% something I disagree with, I see 0 Chucky heads, tuck rule, tuck that. So you better be ready to get some backlash here. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you like most about Jon Gruden?
I like how he's like an upfront coach. He knows what he wants, and he knows the direction that he wants for the team. And I kind of grew up in that type of football, just a hard-nosed, blue-collar, like, a lot of yelling, a lot of energy, a lot of passion. So I like that he has a direction. I like what Coach Mayhawk said also, or General Manager Mayhawk, that, they don't care what nobody else is talking about them or thinking about, that they're going to go in, they want to win a Super Bowl, and they want to win. That's what all they're worried about. So I like those two together and the kind of their mentality going forward and what they did with this team in the draft and everything.
Okay. This one's from Zed_Zulu. What makes you a good fit for Raider Nation?
A good fit, because, first of all, you're going to get somebody that, loves the game of football, honestly. I love the game of football, and I have a real passion for it, and I'm going to give you guys everything I got. And I feel like, with the people that we have there, we can really change and have a really great season in this new stadium. And you guys are a really great fan base. Everybody knows about the Soul Patrol. To be a DB in the Raiders, uniform is something legendary. To be like, Skip Thomas, Dr. Death, and all of them, to wear that, have that homage. To me, that's legendary as a DB. So I got to go out there for y'all and be physical, play with great technique, and we're going to play a lot of big-time receivers, in our district or conference. And with that press man, I feel like we can shut down a lot of teams with our added length.
So I like that you mentioned a lot of those names. It kind of makes up for the fumble comment about Tom Brady, because it was a fumble, Madre. It was a fumble.
It was a fumble.
Yeah, man. So where was I going here? So we'll continue to do some more questions and whatnot. But I like that you want to be a Raider, and I like because I said it before with Dominic. I guarantee you this, and I think you seem like a real guy. Like, Raider Nation is going to be a fan base that we're going to have your back. And, I always say, because of the nation, you don't have to be blood to be family, and that's going to be proven. But just like family, if you mess up, if something doesn't work out, they're going to be on you. They're going to be on you.
I'm high on myself, and I'm hard on myself. So at the same time, I want to be the best for the fans, and it's no big deal. Y'all come for me. Hey, I'm going to keep working. I'm going to work really hard, and I'm going to try to give you guys the best ever that you guys can receive. So it's no big deal. It's all love.
And I think that's the thing about a lot of people don't understand about Raider Nation, where it's like it is all about love, and people are going to push you to get the best out of you. And it's about one thing. It's about winning. It's about just win, baby. So if you can help us do that, you're going to be a popular player. But I do got to ask, once you make the final 55, man, can I get me a Madre Harper Raiders jersey?
Hey, you can get one ASAP.
Okay.
Honestly, you can get one. I'll get you one. I don't know how to do it though. You could be my first personal, because nobody's claimed that spot. Honestly.
Okay.
So really, you could be my first personal.
How about this? I'll make you a deal. Okay, I'll make you a deal. I'll buy, if I gotta buy one, I'll buy one. But I want to put one on the Raiders report signed by Madre Harper.
Most definitely, we can do that. You come out to the game, come to the little family section. We can do that.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna be there.
I'm down. Yeah, most definitely. I'll be there. Yeah, wave at me. Hey, I'll say hello.
You better say hello. I better get more than hello. Shit.
I'll dap you up. Yeah, all that.
Okay, let's see here. This one's from Ruggs Daily. Do you like how the Raiders drafted?
I think the draft went great. Honestly, in my opinion, we added some weapons for Carr. They got some needed pieces. And to me, I think it was great. I have no problems with it, and I like the direction that we're going.
So you already mentioned Henry Ruggs. So how about this? I'll say, would you rather cover Lynn Bowden or Brian Edwards? Which of those two rookie receivers are you looking forward to covering the most?
I like Brian Edwards. Don't get me wrong. I like him, but Lynn Bowden, just because I like that he played. I like how athletic he is, and I just
He
like the
played
way
everywhere.
that he played everywhere. So to me, I want to cover a player like that just because of how many different places he's played and the amount of confidence. I seen a comment on I think on Twitter how he wanted to break Honey Badger's ankles, and to me that's cold. Like just to come out and say, "Hey, I want him." So somebody like that. But I mean, I have no preference though. But I don't know, just cover him because I feel like I just like the way he plays everywhere. So I just feel like just be a good, good match for somebody to go against who plays everything.
Okay, I appreciate that. Mason says, how hard is it to forget a bad play and stay focused for the next snap?
Well, to me, as a DB, you got to have a short-term memory. So, I mean, a lot of things happen in the game, and, I mean, stuff happens. Hey, but I'm confident in my abilities, and sometimes, yeah, somebody made a play or you made a bad play, you got to keep moving because you still have 52 other dudes who depend on you, and you can't shut down just because of that one play, and you just got to get it back. You just got to keep going.
By the way, if you go through the comments, you're going to see a lot of "it was a fumble." I'm just going to warn you right now. This one's from my man Del Rosso 570. Favorite Raider of all time?
Dr. Death. Come on now. I mean, come on now. You see me out there clotheslining the Soul Patrol, and they also had two cold corners too. So I mean, but yeah, Dr. Death. That's probably like my favorite, honestly.
Okay. If you do you have a nickname?
People just call me Shaka because of Shaka Zulu, but I mean, y'all can come up with a new nickname for Raider Nation. Something new. We can do that. Have a little vote or something.
I can throw that up on the channel. I'll see what nicknames we can get for Madre. I mean, they'll probably get close to 5,000, but I think ultimately 5,000 votes. Ultimately, it's probably going to come up to you what your nickname is going to be. So
right.
I like this one from Tedford Von Garth. What number do you want?
So
number 4?
I maybe want like a 36, 37. I only say that because my mentor, Mike Hawkins, played for the Raiders. He finished his career out, and he's been somebody that I've been working with since like the eighth, ninth grade. And just to pay homage to him, knowing a fellow Raider, so just to pay homage to him 36. But honestly, I really don't care. To me, the person makes the number, so I'm a ball in whatever. I'll ball in 99 if that's what they give me, honestly.
Yeah, balling in 99. I think if you'd be balling in 69, that'd be a real something.
Yeah, okay. They like that.
What's up? This one's from Jacob. Would you rather be trucked by Derrick Henry or spun off by Lamar Jackson?
I'd rather be spun off by Lamar Jackson. That Derrick Henry going to hurt, first of all. Lamar Jackson, because Lamar Jackson, you can get away with him because everybody's going to say, well, he always does that, so I might get away with it. He always breaks people's ankles, so, it might not be as bad. Okay. You don't want to get trucked. Come on now, that stuff hurts. I mean, Derrick Henry, y'all serious?
That's what I mean. I think I would rather – how about this? Would you rather get blindsided by Max Crosby or trucked by Derrick Henry?
Well, at least if I get trucked, I seen it coming. If I get blindsided, that could just take me out the whole game. So let me get trucked. At least I saw it coming. I can tense up my body and I at least prepare for it.
Okay.
That's how I see it.
Somebody asked me if I'm actually drinking water. So I like craft beer a lot, and obviously there's a lot of really good places down here in Dallas. You're over 21, right?
Yes, sir. I am 22, yeah.
Well, sir, I would love to be able to maybe, if, you get time, we could maybe go grab a drink or just, talk a little bit more in person. I think once all this stuff kind of, slows down a little bit. Right. But, I mean, we're 15 minutes away from each other. So we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. This one's from Galvin84 Albert. What are your thoughts on Derek Carr?
I mean, to me, I think he's a great quarterback, and I feel like we have extra weapons added to him, and I have complete confidence. And I did watch Hard Knocks, and I like the way that he ran the team and his confidence and, the great leader and the great guy that he is. So, to me, I have no issues with him. I think he's going to lead us to the Super Bowl. So, I mean, I'm fully behind him. So, hey, that's my thoughts on it.
It's a good answer. This one's from Cheeseburgerus928. Are those karate belts behind you?
They're Brazilian. I actually take Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so it's kind of like MMA, kind of like wrestling. So yeah, I mean, yeah, but they're martial art belts, yes.
Okay, so I think that obviously means when we get together, we're gonna have to do a UFC fight, you against me. But
that's dangerous for you.
Oh, I know that. See, the thing is, though, you can't hit my face because if you hit my face, then I can't do my job. So face is
that's your moneymaker. We can't do that no more. We'll just grapple a little bit. That's it.
Grapple. Oh boy. I'm trying not to die. Okay, let's see here. So we got a lot of those other questions. We got maybe like 4 more minutes. What stadium are you most excited to play in?
Ours. I mean, have you seen it?
It's beautiful.
It is crazy.
Crazy. Do you have any Raider stuff?
Actually, yeah, I got a Raider shirt today. Actually, from my mentor, my trade gave me a Raider shirt today, but I haven't got like any like official gear yet from them.
When I tell you my entire closet is Raider stuff, it's insane. So if you want some Raider stuff, my man, I got you. I can hook you up a little bit. So looks like we got thoughts on Xavier Jones Shaka.
What do you mean, thoughts on Xavier Jones? I mean, come on now, he a dog. That's my dog, and that's my family.
That one's tough.
I mean, hey man, he finna go to the Rams and he's finna kill it. My H-Town brother, he finna go out there and he finna kill it. That boy be working. Hey, just know that his name, he'll be on a 50-man roster. No things. That's all I gotta say.
Okay. This one's from Cash. Why do you think you personally got? Why you didn't get drafted?
Honestly, I don't know. I thought I was going to get drafted, honestly, but honestly, I have to take that to God. God said that, hey, that wasn't my plan, and this is my plan. So maybe I don't know. I don't try to be a doubter. I just try to take it and say, hey, it didn't happen. I wanted it to happen, but I still have the opportunity to make the team and make something of myself. And I'm blessed to even be considered to be in the NFL. Like, I can still say, hey, that, this is my job and I get to go out there. But I don't know why I didn't get drafted. I don't know what happened in the war room or anything like that. But maybe that's just God's plan.
I mean, I think in terms of athletic ability alone, there's no doubt you should have been drafted. But I'm going to be selfish here. I'm glad you're on our team, and I'm excited to see what you can bring here. I'm going
to make a lot of teams pay. Just know that. A lot of teams going to pay.
Okay. What do you think you personally are going to be able to add to this football team?
Just another press man corner, honestly, and another person that's going to go out there and give a lot of drive, give a lot of effort, whether it is special teams or whether it is coming in on my snaps at corner. I mean, I am long, fast, and I am a press man corner. I mean, to me, that can shut down or disrupt a lot of receivers in our league and what we do. So to me, that can add that way. And even on special teams, I'm a special teams dude, so I want to go down there and make all the plays. And people understand that special teams play is really the first snap of defense. So making that tackle, pinning them inside the 10, or not letting them get out the 20-yard on a kickoff, that sets up our defense to be more successful.
So we got 1:50 left. So I'm going to ask you 2 more questions, and then we'll get out of here, okay? So Who was your favorite football team growing up?
Honestly, I didn't have a favorite football team. I just like watching football in general. But, it had to be the Cowboys because I was born on Monday Night Football. So I've always been watching the Cowboys, growing up. So that's kind of been that.
I get that. I didn't really have a favorite team either, but my dad, he's a big Jets fan. So the Cowboys also, they signed Andy Dalton, but I don't really want to talk about.
I seen that. Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Hopefully you can pick off Andy sometime. So one more question from Del Rosso again. What have you been doing during this whole quarantine thing?
Grinding every day. I wake up, grind, go to sleep, grind. But it's working out. Me and my trainer working out, footwork drills, technique. Also like I told you, Mitch, just keep improving my technique because in NFL, you can't just rely on athletic ability like you could in college or high school. So just making sure that when I step into camp, I'm in shape, my technique is crisp, and then obviously that I'm healthy. And then obviously I'm not able to lift like I want to, so a lot of push-ups, pull-ups. I probably do 1,000 push-ups and pull-ups a day. I got a 40-pound weight vest and dumbbells and, try to get my lifting in that way.
Dang. I don't know if I've done 1,000 push-ups since quarantine started, but I work out for looks. I don't work out for strength. So that's luckily for me. But
nothing wrong with that. Hey, you gotta look good.
Hey, it's been working so far. But my man, hey, since we're so close in Dallas, I only got 20 seconds left. I want to say thank you, and I just want you to say one more time where people can find you on IG, Twitter, and you're going to be in the studio real soon.
IG, GG Shaka on top, Twitter, R Shaka on top, man. I appreciate Raider Nation for having me. We're going to have a great season, and I appreciate just all the love that you guys are giving me. And, hey, I can't wait to get out there and, put on for y'all.
Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads, news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this. I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.